Hello and welcome to my next tutorial. In this tutorial I want to show you how you can convert Digimon DMO? Digimon Online? Yes, I think so. DMO, Digimon Online models to MDX without any bugs because I made a tutorial for it and it was pretty yeah, it took me a lot of time. In this case I want to show you how you don't need so much time. For the tool that I'm use is can you find here at my server Warcraft free tutorials, and when you go down to software, here you can find the tool for importing NIF, here the NIF plugin, and also the for the animation files the plugin. It's the same, and let's start by going to Phantomon. As you can see, I tested it before, and you're going to add the rig with these settings here. So as you can see, the model with the rig is not in place. That means we're going to rotate it into the right place by going to right click using the rotation tool and go here to local. That will change the whole thing. I need to select the whole rig, of course. So okay, by holding shift and click on the arrow here, you will open everything. Now let's double click on that and turn it around like that and like that. Take a look that we're really in the middle. We need to change the viewport to that one, and I think we need to change it here as well a bit like that, and here as well. Where is it? Here is it. So that should be okay. Yes. Let's take a look that he's in the middle and bring him a bit down. So maximize viewport. Double click on the bone and move it a bit down like that. So we have the perfect T-pose. Let's take a look here. Where is my moving tool? In the middle. So much better. Then we're going to export it as Phantomon T-pose. Yes, yes, I want to replace it. Yes. Let's take a look here. I don't need to bake the animations in that case. Okay, so that should be alright. Okay, that should be perfect. So we have the T-pose exported as FBX, and now we're going to import the first animation. It's the run animation. Import by double click, and we have the animation here. Kinda buggy, I think. Oh, wait, I need to restore the viewport, go back to my 3D view and add the textures for that model. So where is the texture? Here is the texture as TGA. And then we're going to click on the mesh right down, right, and add the things here. Okay. The animation looks kinda buggy. I think that we need to reload the animation. Maybe that will fix it. Import. Still not perfect. Let's do another one. Import. So same, not perfect. Import another one. Was the Let's take the run animation. Still not perfect in place. Okay. It's getting better. Yes. Okay, let's import the run animation. Yes. Okay, so now it worked. Okay, it's perfect. Okay, it seems like that's the walk animation from the model. That's why we're going to double click on it, going to export this animation as, we can delete that one, and going to rename it as walk animation as FBX. Yes. Okay, then we're going to import and take the die animation. Okay, that looks good. It's going to double click on that, export to dev animation. Yes, yes, okay. Then import and take the hit animation. I really don't need the hit animations, but what's that one? Looks like the send animation, but still not working. Okay. Okay, still the bug here. Let's import it again. Still buggy. Import it again. Still buggy. Still buggy. I don't have the problem by testing the model. Let's take the run animation. Still buggy. Do I need to click on everything? Import. Skill 02. Ah, okay, that one is not buggy anymore. I'm going to double click, export to spell 1. Yes. Yes. Okay. Import to VLK, what's that? Okay, that is also buggy. Does it now it work? That's the stand ready pose, I think. Animation export to stand ready. Save. Yes. Okay. Yes. So import and take the idle animation. Still buggy. Okay. Let's take the idle C. That worked. Okay. That's perfect. Double click. Export as stand 2. Yes. Stand 2. Okay, let's import the idle animation if it worked now. Now it worked. So that's the stand animation. Export to stand 1. Yes. Yes, that's okay. Import and we have the idle, we have the run animation here. Then export as walk 2. Okay. Yes. Oh, import. Does I have the S? That's stand 3 animation. Export as stand 3. Yes. Okay. Import the skill 01. Animation, double click, export as spell 1. Yes. Let's replace that and the spell 2 animation right now. Spell 2. So that should be also okay. animation, export stand to spell to, like that. Save it. Yes, I know. And import the VLK animation. What was that? That was the okay, that was the other walk animation. So I think we have everything. That means we're going to reset and load our T-pose. Load our T-pose here. It's the T-pose right there. Going to add an update animation like that. And take one. So okay, that should be good. Let's take a look about the textures. Add the textures again that you can see the model. So okay, perfect. So we have the model right now. We're going to import, and our first animation, the dev animation. We're going to update animation. Fill timeline, yes. So now we have here the dev animation. We're going to click on the Warwick, double click on it, going to animation, save as animation. Then we're going to the folder from that model, phantom model here. Going to new folder, call it animation, and make segment on 30 frames, call it dev animation, like that. Save motion, yes. And we're going to import again. Going to the next animation is spare one, update animation, make sure you have everything like I have, like that one, and import. So then going to double click, take a look at the animation if everything's alright. Then animation, save animation, spell 2 to 70, yes, 70, like that. Save. Then you're going to import the next animation. It was spare one. Well, not a big deal. So animation seems to be alright. Perfect. Animation, save animation, spare one, 80 frames, save motion, yes. Then import again to stand one, update animation, save animation to stand, 30 frames again. Is it right? Yes, 30 frames again. You can see it always here. 30 frames again, save motion. Then import next one to stand 2. Update animation, yes. Double click on it. Animation, save animation, stand 2. 80, yes. Save motion. Import stand 3 right now. Stand 3. Update animation. Animation. Save animation here. Then go to 70. Call it stand 3, of course. Save motion. Then import the next one. It's the stand ready. Update animation. Yes. Perfect. Animation. Save animation. Stand ready. Like that. 30 frames. Yes. Then import the next one. It's the walk to animation. Okay. Animation, save animation, walk to 32 frames, 32. Walk to, yes. And the last animation is the walk animation itself. Or is this stand ready? I don't know. Looks like the stand ready, but I'm not sure. I'm making it as a walkthrough. So, okay, alternate like that. Okay, 30 frames. Perfect. So, okay, then we're going to import and import our T-pose again. Update animation like that. So, we're going to double click on everything, go to frame 0, set a key. Then we're going to frame 10, go to a load animation, load our def animation at frame 10, and instead of relative we use absolute in that case. In the last tutorial I used relative, and if you saw the tutorial, then you will see that the model got, I can show you when I'm going to add relative what happened. It will fall under the ground and isn't really in place anymore. And when I'm going to use animation, load animation, the def animation with absolute, that will happen. As you can see, it didn't there is no bug anymore. It worked perfectly. That's why we're going to load the next animation. Same for spare one. Going to take frame 60. As you can see, it works perfect. So we need to add the notes, of course. We're going to add a key here, add the key here, and here. Going to graph editor, dope sheet, and of course we need to add a node by clicking objects. Going to edit, node track, add, click here on a node, set a key. Here is the add a key. Right click, left click here, then right click on the node itself, call it def, like that. Then you're going to hold shift, left click and drag it right to the end of the animation. Same for the next animation, going to hold shift, drag it with left click to the next animation, call it spell 1, then drag it to the end of the animation. It should be here where the blue line is, where the blue keys here are. So we're going to change the pose from 100 to 200, like that. Add here a here a key. Then load the next animation is the, can always see what the last animation you load in was by the blue word here. Then going to spell 2, edit at 150, spell 2. Then we're going to graph editor again, taking the spell 2 animation. So move it to the right. Perfect. It's going to 200 to 300. Yes, of course. Then add a key here. Going to the next animation. It's the stand 2 animation by 230, like that. Load motion. Still works perfectly here. So then going to graph editor, add as stand 2. Stand 2, like that. Then from 300 to 400, add a node, add a key, sorry. Load animation, let's take stand 3 to 320, add a key, go to graph editor, dope sheet, Then going to select stand free, like that, and another stand free here. Then we're going to load it at 300, load motion, load animation. Then go to stand ready, 400, still absolute. So from 400 to 500, like that. Add another key here, dope sheet, graph editor. Then take that one as stand ready, stand ready. So then animation, load the next animation. It's the stand animation itself. It should be 450, 450, load motion, add a key, add a key, and that was right now load animation. Can always see here when you load the animation, which animation you added before. If you forgot how the animation name was, it's stand animation, stand animation. Then load the last two animations. It's the walk animation, call it to 500, 500, like that. Yes. Then going to 500 to 600, 500, like that. Yes. And I'm going to add the next walk as well, then I can give them both nodes at the same time. 530, loaded, walk alternate. So perfect. Okay, graph editor, dope sheet. Okay, I think I need to, I made here a double node. Make sure you didn't make double nodes. Perfect. So that's the walk animation here. Walk. Then here walk as well. And here walk alternate. And walk alternate. So perfect. So we're going to save as downloads Phantomon. We call it Phantomon finish. So what we do now is going to frame 0. Going to frame 0 like that. Then you're going to NeoDex, animation tools, click this button, going down, make the bones linear. In that case, we don't need to unlink a bone because BIP01 is the main bone for it, and it has the most, or better say all movements in it. Then we're going to export the model and take a look how it look like in MDX. That should be kind of fast. So we're going to Phantomon DMO, like that. I've converted the texture before it's done. It's pretty, the models are pretty fast by converting them. I've converted the texture before. It's not many not many. Okay, so going to sequence editor. So that looks pretty good. Perfect. Also perfect. Ah. So I'm pretty happy about it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I'm happy that I can show you a good way and a perfect way to to export and convert the ripped models without any bugs, because I wasn't really satisfied with the last tutorial. It took me so many time, and the animation was so bad in my opinion after I'm fixing that. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I hope I see you in the next tutorial. Bye!